Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where I finally got myself a PS5 and we're going to unbox it in all its glory. I will be shooting this with two camera angles for maximum viewing pleasure. I do hope you enjoy it. And the second camera angle comes courtesy of my Nothing Phone 3A, which has been nothing but a joy to use so far. Anyways, I do hope you enjoy this unboxing experience. I did pick this console up on sale. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for making this one of your Prime Day deals. Every store got FOMO and decided to drop their prices too. So thank you, Staples, for giving me the best deal possible, and I appreciate doing business with you. In typical fashion, we'll struggle to get things out of their packaging, but eventually we manage to get the inner box out of the outer packaging here. As you can see, nothing is left inside. And opening up the inner box where all the goodies hide. We are greeted with a pretty standard power cable. I believe it's the same one that ships with every PlayStation ever, so if you have one from your PS4 or even PS1, you can probably reuse it. In this little bag, we got the feet for the PS5. If you choose to lie it sideways on your desk or table or whatever, that just helps to support it up on one side. And diving further into the box here, we have the new redesigned DualSense controller. We'll get back to this one in a little bit. And on the other side of the packaging here, we got ourselves an HDMI cable and a Type-C to C cable, which is used to charge up the controller. And diving further into the packaging here, we should have the main console, which most people would be most excited for. Unless you like cables for some reason, but I don't judge. Anyways, struggling like usual to get things out of their packaging. We finally get it out, and we're also greeted with the user manuals, one in English and one in Baguette because Canada. And getting the egg carton packaging off of the console here. Being careful not to destroy our life savings in a matter of seconds, because that would be pretty sad. And here we have it, the PS5 Slim. I would think this design is kind of polarizing, being very contrasty and very sharp, but I'm on the side that enjoys the design, so good for me, I guess. Taking a closer look at it, the top half has shiny plates with matte plates on the bottom. The inside plastic is gloss black, which is nice. On the front of the console here, we have two Type-C ports, the power button, and a disk drive. If you have the digital edition, I believe you can buy a disk drive separate for extra money, obviously. And on the top here, we have the fan intakes on both sides. And flipping around in the back, we got the HDMI port, Ethernet, two USB-As, the power plug, and a Kensington lock, in case you're worried about your console getting stolen in the middle of the night. Sounds like a D-brand email. Anyways, getting back to the DualSense controller here, opening it up, we see the design has been refined again. First impressions, it feels pretty nice. It's textured all over. The buttons are nice and clicky. I did notice the bottom of the controller is a little sharp, which may be uncomfortable, but I feel like you won't interact with that part of the controller during regular gameplay, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Type-C port on top. And then I believe it also has a speaker, a microphone, and a headphone jack, which is nice to see. And comparing the new DualSense controller to the previous DualShock 4 controller here, you can see it's a little bit larger, a little bit more ergonomically designed. Not to say the old one was uncomfortable to hold, but It's nice to see evolution in the right direction. Obviously the Type-C port on top compared to micro is a nice touch. Going further back in time, we have the DualShock 3 controller, much smaller, much sharper. Back in the day it was okay, but it's nice to see evolution in the right direction. And that's pretty much it for this unboxing. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.